What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So we have an exciting video for you today, and we're going to beautify the Mustang a little bit. So here we have my 2019 Mustang GT. If you haven't seen this car already, I've done quite a bit of videos on it, so definitely go check them out. Definitely subscribe to the channel for future content. Hit the notification bell, very important. But today we are going to de-chrome this car. I cannot stand the chrome stuff that comes on these. The front and rear emblems, we're going to get rid of all of that today. I really do wish that, that would have been an option. So you do get the blackout package. You can change that. You can option that in on some of these cars, but it's tied to certain packages. On a performance package car, you just can't do it. All right, so if you've been following me for a little while, then you know that I hate chrome. And we're going to black out these emblems, the side, the rear, and the front. We're going to make this thing look a lot better, okay? I don't like chrome. If you follow me for a while, again, you know that I don't like that stuff. So we're definitely going to de-chrome this thing today, make it look a lot better. But this is the last time that you're going to see the Mustang just like this. So also, before we begin, I want to give a big shout out to Charlie Stavro. Truck driver. He's got a 2016, I believe, Mustang GT, and we got to hang out today. So he was in the area, and we got to hang out for a couple hours, and it was very exciting. Very awesome dude. Go follow him on Instagram, and he's actually thinking about starting up his own YouTube channel. So we did talk a little bit about that today, and gave him some tips on how to get started and everything. And he's got some cool stuff planned for his Mustang. So definitely go follow him on Instagram if you're not already, and then just keep a lookout for any content that he does push. And of course I can translate that here on this channel as well. So awesome dude, and it was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. It was awesome. All right, just like any emblem install, so I've got one opened here. But first, your weapons of choice. All right, fishing line, heat gun, or hair dryer, or whatever you have, and then some time, and then onto the product. Okay, here's the thing. You can order these gloss black emblems from a few different websites. CGO Podium Parts is one of them, and you got to be careful though. You want to opt for the more expensive ones. They're like $47 a piece, but here's the catch: a lot of them have a white adhesive. Okay, so you want to spend the extra money on the good ones that have the black adhesive, because it will show up with the white. So you don't want that. I found on Amazon a pair of these for $47 for both, and these are the ones with the black adhesive as seen. So this is an actual Ford OEM piece, and I'm going to link everything down in the description to include where I got these. So if you compare it to like CJ's, they have good prices on everything, but I was able to find both of them for pretty much half off of what they have. Now, the front and the rear, I did order from them, and they have the best, prices, so definitely go check them out. But 5.0 emblems. Here is your front gloss running horse, and all of these do have the locator pins. This one actually has white adhesive on the horse, but no big deal because you're not going to see it as it's sunk in there, and it comes with the hardware to go into the back. And if you haven't done one of these yet, it's a pain in the butt, and I'll show you how to do it all on this video. And then you have the rear as well. So again, that comes with hardware, and then you have your gloss black emblem too. And now here's something else. A lot of these for the rear emblem have the white adhesive, but this actually has the black adhesive, so it's going to match up perfectly. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is you're going to take your pink hair dryer that you take from your wife or girlfriend, because if you're not taking your pink one, the other ones are just not the same. Pink is good. I'm just kidding. But anyway, we're going to heat this area up and then come with some fishing line and take off this emblem here. If I destroy these, I don't care. Not a big deal. Next step, gives you some adhesive removal. Take away all this stuff. Clean the area really, really good, okay? All right, once you have this area pretty much clean and dry, make sure that it is dry and all the adhesive remover is off of it so you don't lose your emblems later on. These guys are side specific, they are. And what I mean is the tabs, the mounting tabs are a little different. So you just find the one that matches up. So this guy right here is this side. We're going to peel off the tape. And it's just going to stick right on. Right there. Super easy. Just hold pressure. And then you can get these things hot too. And then let it cool down and it will stick to the metal pretty good. But that's what it looks like. So that immediately looks a whole lot better. And we haven't even done the other side yet or anything else. But man, what a difference. Alright guys, next up is we need to get rid of this. Alright, so take your pick and flathead, if you will. And then you're just going to come and you're going to pop all of these little clips out. Like so. There's a bunch of them. Alright. Now what we need to do is take a 10 millimeter. You got 4, so 2 there, 2 there. These radiator support brackets. We're going to unloosen those, and that way we can push the radiator back as far as possible, because we need to get our hand back underneath down here so that we can pop those pins out from underneath here, and then this whole thing is going to come out. It's kind of a pain in the butt, so just take your time, make sure that you do it right. It's a very tight space to get your hand down here. If you've done this before, you know what I'm talking about, but just take your time, don't get hurt or cut in the process. Alright, removing this entire bumper would obviously make things a lot easier, but maybe harder because it's more work. But you can push this radiator back as far as possible, and then you try to reach down here and then grab the tabs, and then you're just going to break them loose with your hand once you find them. It's a very tight fit. If you got big arms, this is going to be extremely difficult, so you might have to find a buddy that's not as big as you are. But anyway, just take your time and then pop them loose and you'll get it done. Just do it correctly. Don't hurt nothing or yourself. Alright, here's what you do. Once you got this area clean, dry, just like the sides of the car. So this guy here has the white adhesive. We're going to peel it off. Now here's the thing with these locator pins as I peel this tape off. If you can get your hand back there somehow to actually get that hardware to lock back on the other side of this, good luck, without pulling the bumper off. So these pins from just past experience are pretty thick, so they're going to push in there, they're going to hold in place pretty good. But you could always glue it on if you wanted to, but I've had pretty good success in the past with just pushing them on, so that's what we're going to do now. And it's a very tight fit. Yeah, especially that center locator pin, it's thick enough when you push it in, this emblem is not going to come off. You got to really force it on there. Just do it carefully so you don't break it. Just like that. Alright, 3 down, 1 to go. Alright, this next part, we're just going to take these. You can usually do it with your fingernail, yep, and then they just peel right off. Like that. Alright, so these guys are like a 7mm or I got a 9 and 32, 9/32. And it should be fine, and it is. So when you do these, make sure you do not drop a screw down inside of your trunk. So you may have to do like this and then let it go. Somebody's going to screw this up, so it's just important that I show you that. Alright, this is the scary part. It's the worst part about this entire thing is you want to lift up and you're going to get your fingers underneath here and start prying this guy from the outward end, and you're going to have to tug on it. It's kind of scary because it kind of feels like you're going to break the car. But just trust yourself and be gentle. There we go. Alright, now on here, so they're melted in. So you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take a drill bit, and then you're just going to drill these out a little bit. Alright, for these, I usually do use the hardware on the back, and I'll show you how to do that, but just peel off the tape. Alright, you got your little guys here, and then we're just going to push them on. What helps is if you have something like this, just a regular socket, and just get them down like that. Alright, so it comes with 3 of these, and that should be sufficient. So it's got teeth on them, and they're not going to come off. And that pretty much wraps up the installation of what that looks like. Alright, now do not forget to plug everything back in.